Hey y'all, this adult episode is brought to you by Crown 'em. All right, we are here, the Crown 'em podcast featuring Nicole, the Dollhouse. Say hey,
Hey.
Today we will be discussing what kind of friend are you? Do you have any friends like you?
Yes, my sister.
That works. That works too.
No, I got a couple friends like me. Mia, that's my dog. We've been friends since my kid, elementary. It's like my friends since I've been small. So yes, they are consistent. I do have friends like me. I do.
See, since elementary, that's friendships right there.
Yes.
I do have a couple friends from friendship. Like, we not that.
You switched up on me.
Yeah. We not that close from elementary, but you know, those people, like, we grew up together. I know you, and we still, like, connect a little bit, but nothing too. And my sister, she's 7 years younger than me, so you lucky on that point.
Yeah, I'm real close to my sisters. I love them to death. Ugh. It's a blessing.
Yes. All right, let's get into bad friends. Let's start off with that. We gonna get straight to the point. We're not even finna hold nobody up.
No chaser.
I would say, let's see. I do have one thing I do not tolerate is a friend sleeping behind me. I started with that one. I did. I did. I personally, a friend like me would never date anyone after my friend dated. I would never do that. That's one thing. I mean, unless, you know, how people have conversations like, but still, honestly, me personally, I wouldn't. How do you feel about it?
No. And I know it's a lot of women that be like, well, it depends on what type of friend you're talking about. Because if we just say hi in passing, I'm not your friend.
That associates. But you know what? To be honest, maybe us as women need to make sure everybody knows that you are a friend or associate. Like, maybe people think more of, well, I ain't gonna lie, maybe I have thought people was more of a friend than associate, because the stuff that people do, I would never. I would really never.
It just boiled down to you. It boiled down to, because with me, if I'm not, there are a couple women, a couple females that I am cool with. Now, we ain't never hung out.
Right.
We ain't never, like, kicked it like that. But, like me and you, like, if it's like me and you, we converse. We talk on social media.
Right.
We text. And we feel each other's vibe. We be vibing. I don't care if we ain't never really hung with each other, but, like, if we see each other, we out and we hug each other, and I'm like, hey sis, how you doing?
Right.
Good, how the kids or whatever. I'm not gonna go behind you, and it's happened. I've had women that are cool with me, that I'm cool with. I don't call them bestie, but
it don't matter. It's morals.
Tried to slide.
Right. No, let me tell you though.
Me on social media, came to my inbox, and I ignore it, because at the end of the day, that's gonna be messy. It's gonna be messy.
And I'm not gonna lie, I have a story. I got a situation. Well, not now, but in the past, I've dated a guy, and I've had a friend. And I'm talking, we together, we hanging out. I'm at her birthday, get-togethers, all this. I take your son everywhere, and I don't want to. Okay, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna say what I gotta say. So.
It's your show, girl.
Come to find out.
If they don't like it, they can turn it off.
No, they need to hear it, because this is not okay. And I don't think people be aware of the things that they do. Not held accountable, but no. So it's not even, because a year or two later, I'm wondering, like, you know how you don't hear from somebody for a while, and it's just like, damn, where so-and-so be at?
That's a little odd.
Like, where's so-and-so at? So I moved to Texas. And this is what's funny to me because it's to wait that like 2 weeks after I moved to Texas. It's a picture get uploaded of her sitting on my ex's lap. And I'm like, I'm looking like, but I took this girl's son trick-or-treating when she's at work, when she can't. See, that's like, you see what I'm saying? That's how close it was to the point where she doesn't, her kid's dad wouldn't even take her trick-or-treating. And I'm like that type of person, like, all right, he can come with me, all this stuff. And I can take him this and get him that. We together, we hanging out. And you sit there. So she uploaded on Twitter. So I comment like, what's this? That's it. That's all I said is, what's this? So everybody, no, I actually quoted it. I quoted it. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I don't like fake shit. And people know, like, you knew you was wrong. So I quoted it. I said, what's this? And everybody, you know how people be on Twitter, like instigating and all that. And they just laughing. Yeah. She ain't responded. She ain't responded, nothing. And it's the thing that she know she was wrong. Cause it's like, you knew. So she on Twitter, like, tweeting. And then I have put some question marks. Cause it's like, come on now, like where this coming from? So she goes to say, you wanted my attention, now you got it. What the fuck you want? So when I goes to reply, girl, exactly. You see what this, but see what I be talking about? And when I replied, she deleted it. You can't reply to deleted post. And I'm just like, wow. And you know what? Haven't had a conversation since then, but somebody, like, weeks later, somebody goes to write me, or they screenshotted a post from Snapchat of her saying, she screenshotted my page on her friends you may know, saying, if you want to add me, just do that. You ain't got to stalk my page. Whole time I deleted her from Facebook. So if I delete you from Facebook, why would I be coming back to your page to look at it when I deleted you in the first place? Like, I never understood that. Like, it's fake beef because we knew each other, or you was wrong. And the thing is, I didn't even really care about him. I didn't, because I know what type of, and that's the thing too, what type of person you dealt with. I ain't gonna say nigga, but but that is the situation. And I really, I'm not bothered too much because, friends come and go. But it's just the fact that, like, you are a person that cried. I'm about the only person coming to your birthday get together. It's all niggas and just 3 of us girls. Nobody showing up for you to pull something like that. Like, but like I said, everybody ain't a friend like me.
And see that, and that's what we want our audience to understand. There's certain ways about going about shit. We could help who you like and who you crushing on, and if you couldn't turn him down when he sent it to your inbox, okay, whatever. You was feeling him, you wanted to pursue him, and that's completely fine. But if you really, really like this dude, you really, really was feeling him, and he was feeling you. This wasn't no, he fucking on you, and then that's it. You could have easily went into your friend's inbox. You could have texted her. You could have called her, pulled up, whatever, and brought it to her attention. Like, hey,
because of course
I know
niggas
so and so was talking. Y'all used to deal with each other, and I know our dynamic with our relationship. Do you still have feelings for him? Do you mind if, like, you could have? It just could have been handled differently, and that's
communication.
When the good friend and bad friends
right. That's when you can tell what type of people.
Character.
Yes, communication is everything in friendships.
That could have been handled totally different because you probably wouldn't even have went public and retweeted and all that if it wasn't
exactly.
And what about that a whole nother way? Y'all can handle that off of social media.
And it's the fact that it's crazy because one night I'm wondering why her son's dad calling my Facebook Messenger at 2:00 in the morning. So in my head I'm like, why is this man calling me at 2 in the morning? And but this before I knew. And I'm like, why is this girl BD calling my phone at 2:00 in the morning? When I moved, I'm like, so I never asked though. Cause I'm not that type of person. I never asked them why. And when I realized,
you didn't even want to entertain it.
Yes. And when I realized why I'm just like, really? And for him to call me, I'm just like, y'all is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. That's crazy. Because you thought I was going to, what y'all think this is? Like a get back type of thing? But yeah, that's, sleeping behind my friends. I don't do that. That's not a thing I do. That's a cutoff point to me. I'm not really gonna hang because you would do it again.
Yeah.
You would do it again.
I forgave for something like that. It happened a long, long, long time ago. But I forgave. And she don't know that I know that she did that.
Wow.
I mean, she kind of do. Because when I was talking to somebody, she kind of was like, me and her was cool. And like you, I watched her daughter for her. We lived in the same apartment complex.
Right.
And I started talking to somebody, and then she kind of slid in and started picking with me because I was talking to him. See, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of just let him go and let her have him, and he's been giving her hell ever since.
And that's the thing, too. I'll let you have him real quick.
So I dodged the bullet.
Yep.
Yeah, I dodged the bullet. But it's like, I don't bring that up. That's the first time I've ever said that out loud, that situation, to where I know that you was on some snake shit.
So she acting normal?
A long time ago.
She acting like it never happened?
Yeah, and I'm the snake. I'm the one that ain't shit. I'm the one that want her man.
But the whole time you ain't even said what really went, how your real feelings, huh?
But if we really, you could. But that's the thing about me. It is what it is. You show me what type of person you is. I've gotten back cool with her and fell out, and gotten back cool with her and fell out, and this time it's going to stay that way.
They show you.
And I fell out with another friend to where throughout the years of being friends with her through middle school all the way up until adults, there was always signs of jealousy. And my mother would tell me, she would see it. But
Mama gonna know, too.
I just want to buy into it. I'm like, nah. And then I finally, it's like almost God showed me it. Right in my face. It's like she was saying stuff about me that she usually say behind my back, but it was just coming out her mouth like freaking water. And I'm sitting there like, do she even know she's talking about me in front of me?
Wow. See,
it's
but
like people didn't even realize it.
People will show their true colors though, and we gotta know to stop ignoring red flags.
Ooh, Jesus Christ!
It's red flag because I ain't gonna lie. I treat friendships like relationships, not like saying like dating, but like the loyalty, the morals, the red flags. Like, people say, I see a lot of people saying, y'all take y'all nigga back and y'all don't take y'all friends back and all that stuff. And it's just, I don't take nobody back, to be honest. So, for one. Mm-hmm. But it's like, a lot of friends, it's boundaries. Like, a man, your friend, I don't know. It's just like, your friend might know more stuff personally than your man know. Like, a lot of girls tell.
Absolutely.
Right. So, it's like, me in ways my partner doesn't. So it's like, I don't know. That's what
that man has cheated on you 30 to 40 times.
Right.
Has put your health in danger. Has embarrassed you publicly all around town. Don't care if you find out. Don't care that you crying. Don't care that you fed up. And the one time that I tell my truth or I say something that makes you feel some type of way, you cut me off and you sneak this in me. You don't address it. You don't call me or text me that you felt some type of way about what I said or what I did. You take it straight to social media and you cut me off with ease.
Ooh.
Because I said something that made you feel some type of way or that triggered you because it's basically your truth and you don't like to face it. But he can do whatever he wants to get, his wing and whatever he wants to and come home and everything is all hunky-dory and you dangling him in everybody's face. Mm-hmm. But as soon as a friend tell you some shit that you probably needed to hear, she cut off and you don't fuck with fake bitches.
People don't like being held accountable.
And a lot of women it's the emotional intelligence too. A lot of women don't have any emotional intelligence. And you cannot be friends with a woman that holds a man on a higher stature than she holds herself. Because she's going to dog you off for that man.
And herself. And herself.
Really gotta get you're going to take everything to heart. You're going to be jealous of any bitch that you feel like look better than you. You're not going to be able to have no true friendship. You're not. Because you still think a man is a prize. And you're not surprised. You got some insecure issues.
And
it's so hard to be friends with women who got insecure issues.
And then a lot of women put a man before when he not doing anything. A lot of friends do more than they nigga do, and they still put their boyfriend over their friends. And that's
crazy.
It is, but but I study psych, and a lot of men, a lot of women were groomed. A lot of women are manipulated, and it's sad, but I'm a friend. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about what you got going on, but that's the only thing I can do, especially when you crying. Like when you crying, but it's only so many, and that's another thing too. It's only so much I can do.
Come up with a solution.
It's only so much I can do to help you. Like I can't keep the same thing over and over. That's insanity at that point.
Yeah, you want me to put your pieces of your heart back together every time he run it over with his truck, like. but then I'm the one that get cut off and blocked when I tell you about yourself.
Mm-hmm. I do expect, but on the other side of that, I do expect my friends to, especially if I just met a man and we've been friends for a long time, I do kind of put them at a certain, because you know me better than this man. And that's what I was trying to say earlier. Like, we grew up all this time, and for you to do certain things, and you know me. Like, I don't know. Friendship is very, like I said, I treat it like relationships. Like, I like loyalty, and I like being comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't want to go nowhere where I have to question someone, or I've had situations where I haven't I wouldn't say I cut my friend off, but I've had a real close friend since elementary, and her company that she has, I don't like it. That's another thing. I will still be your friend, but I will not keep coming. If I see the company you have and you coming to me asking me questions that other people are telling you, and it's just in my head like, so what are you saying when they asking you this? Why are they comfortable coming to you about this? And I be letting her know, like, let them. And then it's crazy to me because for her to come to me and ask me certain questions, like, you know me, so why would you even, why is this even a conversation? And you should have shut that down right then and there. So I ain't gonna say I've cut her off. It's just like I've limited a lot of communication. I put up boundaries. That's what I say. Boundaries is a big thing in friendships also. Like,
absolutely.
Certain things.
Absolutely.
And I've learned to deal with people for what they are for. Like, I got club friends, I'm gonna go club with them. But I can't take them around church folks. Like, I go to church, like, I'm very versatile. So I have different friends. I got church friends, school friends, work friends. I don't mix categories either. Like, I don't try to force everybody together. I'm not a friend to do that. I have friends in different groups. I don't really have a friend group type of thing. I don't
even have that many to even do that. I really need to get on my friendship.
I mean,
I need to get deep in it.
It's not easy though. Like, I will say, well, maybe I need to realize which one's my friends and my associates too. But I will say, like, I haven't had that many bad experiences because I guess I am quick to cut people off. Which it might not be. I don't know. I'm used to when I see something. I'm good at doing red. I'll cut you off at red flags now.
Yeah.
I would say now. I probably didn't when I was younger because, when you love your friends, you do. Especially when you're younger, you love your friends. But when you get older, it's like, all right, we at the age where this can hurt us in the long run. Like, we can't move like we used to when we was little.
You got to keep the people around that grow with you, and the people that just stay still at that
stagnant
point in life and don't never elevate. You got to let them go. You got to grow with me in order to keep, to go with me. You can't just stay in the same.
And don't expect your friend to do everything for you too. It'll be people that see you have a business and they want a business and I want you to do everything for, like, lady, this is serious.
Uh-huh.
Like, a lot of people don't want to be entrepreneurs. This is entrepreneurs. That's a serious thing. And a lot of people are users.
Mm-hmm.
They'll try to use you. And I've noticed a lot of, not a lot of my friends, but I've noticed some of my friends be used. And I don't really like it either. Like, I have nice friends, and they let people come around because they know that they're that nice. And people got to notice when people using you, too.
Yeah, but that's up to them to decipher all that. You gotta let them deal with that.
Do you believe in friendship soulmates?
Yes.
I do, too.
Yep, I do.
I feel like you have a person. I do have a person. My best friend. I don't know if you know Lenika Pollard. She is my best friend. I would say she has been one of my best friends. She would, when I moved to Texas, I'll give her shout outs. Moving states, it was hard for me in Texas, and she would just send me gifts, packages, and all that. And I mean, she was there. And I would say, Kate too, she helped me a lot too when I first got here, especially having a child. And I appreciate them. I don't know if they hear this episode. We talking to y'all. Shout out to y'all.
Yep, my friend Mia, I love her. That's my baby. She got the boutique Box Lux collection.
Oh yes, I have
She's
seen.
in Texas too.
Is she?
Yes.
What? I'm gonna have to look.
She got the keep it tidy cleaning service.
What area? I was about to say, what area is she in? Is it like a Dallas or Houston area? You know, a lot of people.
I think it's Dallas. She linked up with Jonathan. You know Jonathan from Zeus?
Jonathan,
right?
Yes, the do the wigs.
Yeah,
yes.
She be with him. Like,
they Dallas area then.
So Dallas.
Yep, that's Dallas. Usually everybody from Muskegon. Yep, and the thing is, it's money down here. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. It's ways money, and like I was gonna say, in a small area, like, you can make your money, but it's so many like other people. Like, it's just like it's yeah. I mean, but the thing is, you can make money anywhere. So, you know, I'm not gonna say it's better.
It's really nice down there.
It is. I'm not gonna say it's better, because you do have to build that though. You have to be outside. You got to communicate. You got to network. So it's not easy, but it's money if you work for it. I was gonna say, so do you have any bad friend characteristics that you want to speak on? Any
that I've experienced from other people?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is funny.
Like I said before, it's the insecurities. That I have. My thing is, it's easy for me to make friends. It's so easy,
and it should be like that. We human. We supposed to.
It don't matter what job I've been at. I've always linked up with a couple girls that always want to be friends outside of work and who have been there for me.
It's definitely supposed to be like that. And everything.
I don't know. It's like you gotta watch out for the ones, because it's like, this is the pattern for me, and this is the red flag that I have to start noticing instead of ignoring. It be the ones who are iffy about you at first because of your looks or how you carry yourself, and then they start to see that you cool.
You know what? I've never even looked at that as a red flag. Like, I've never noticed it. That is something I've not even paid attention to. Now that you said
it's the ones that say, "Oh, I thought you was stuck at
yes," or "You look mean." No. You look mean, or like, have you even met me?
You can't be friends with them because your perception of me, you chose to think of negative about me because you like the way, you basically like the way I carry myself, and you envied it from the beginning. But now that you see I'm cool, you want to be friends. Okay, cool. Now we friends.
No.
But you still envying me. You still jealous of me. No matter how nice I am to you, no matter how many times I've been there for you, you still feel some type of way. So those were the friends that always went above and beyond for me. They was always there for me. They was always checking up on me.
Right.
It was real close, but it's almost like it was manipulation and trying to cover up how you actually felt about me. Because as soon as one little mishap happened,
all the feelings,
or you wanna drag that one thing that happened between us, where I wasn't no punk. I stood my ground. I said what I said, or we joking back and forth, and you said some shit to me, I said some shit back, and you took mine to heart. Now you don't like me no more. It's like you take one thing because you've been waiting.
It got, yeah.
You had your idea about me to begin with. You never really wanted to be friends.
If it take one thing, then they been felt some way.
You've been feeling some type of way.
That's just, like I said, like a relationship. If something happened and that girl just leave you, she been ready to go. It ain't no...
Like you insecure, and your insecurities be screaming at me, and I'm sick of it. I'm so tired of women's insecurities screaming at me.
And that
it's
too.
As simple as just talking some shit out, be an adult. Because I don't do the social media thing. That's another characteristic.
And
when you can take your issue to social media about me, but you can't bring them to me.
And you can't call yourself...
I gotta find out on social media.
You cannot call yourself... Like she like, that you don't like... Yes, you can't call yourself a friend if you jealous that your friend is elevating.
Just one day you gonna wake up and just start sneak dissing me.
You
dissing every tweet that I tweet.
Yes, how you mad because you see a picture or something and you get... And that's the thing too. Why you want to be around somebody that you have them type of feelings for? When you see a picture posted and when you see me post a picture, you shouldn't be turning your nose up and I'm your friend.
You know what? I'm going to go as far as saying this. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. A lot of women also be careful because there are a lot of women that will befriend you and be nice to you and want to be cool with you because they're intimidated by you because they think that you could possibly take their man.
Yes, I was about to say, without you, then, and a lot of girls, yes, that too.
If
people want to befriend you.
She feel like you would stay away from her man. That's like a gate for her to be like, okay, well, if me and her cool, my man won't want her. Well, shouldn't you be more focused on why your man will go if she will
right?
Slide to his inbox? Like that's not a concern of yours.
Shoot, they act like that too. If you will get more attention or you got I ain't gonna say popular. But if more people like be around you,
yes, cling to you, like you,
yes, using you, trying to use you to get that type of attention. Some people do shit like that too. Yeah, and that's like I said, I've noticed people clinging on some of like now that I've gone, some of my friends in Michigan, I've seen people. I'm like, that is not your friend. But I'll leave it alone. Like I said, I'll leave it alone. People find out because after a while, it's just I don't have friends, and I'm just like, you gotta. Friends need interviews too. You can't just call anybody your friend. You meet somebody,
no,
you can't just if you do, it's okay, and then it's okay to leave friends behind. I don't think a lot of people know that either. Just because you've been friends all your life, it don't matter. If that person, if you outgrown that person, you just outgrown that person. Like you cannot force yourself to, because things are gonna happen. And I don't know, a lot of people don't believe in God, but he gonna keep showing you. He is gonna keep showing you until you get it together, until you figure out that this is not something. And one of my friends, like I said, her company, and she might listen to this episode too, like you said, because I haven't been speaking, like I'm not, and she's not the only one. Like when I come, I see the company that you've picked up, and I know that it's not nothing no.
Yeah, because I'm not going to address nothing on social media. I'm not going to respond
social
to
media
to little bullshit.
No.
I unfriend, I mute. First I mute, then I unfriend you.
Right.
And then I block.
For real.
Because I don't need you in my reality at all. I decide who plays what in my story. And you're no longer a character in my story. So I'm not going to ever discuss what happened between us, what went on. I'm not going to explain myself to you because you had the opportunity, but you chose to be messy and sloppy with it when we could have easily talked about whatever it is was bothering you. It just always boils down to that self-concept. Like if you're friends with somebody who don't have a good self-concept and they're a very insecure person, it's almost impossible to have a lasting relationship. with that person, because with me, I'm not worried about nobody else but me. And if I'm a friend, I'm a friend. Like,
and you shouldn't have to worry about nobody either. You should know that your friend is still your friend when she's somewhere else. You shouldn't have to worry about when your friend getting around other people, even if like a person don't like you. You should be able to trust your friend around people like that. Even if, like, not even if they're hanging or anything, you should be able to look at your friend, and if she's somewhere or anywhere, you should be able to know, like, she got my back.
Yeah, because you could be around them, you can hang, y'all can be at the same
Right.
together, party, bar, whatever. But if something is brought up about me and it's going left, I would expect you to say, no, that's not what we're going to do. We're not going to sit here and talk about
mind your business.
because y'all know who she is to me. And if they don't stop, just get up and remove yourself. You ain't got to make a big scene. Just leave
and people fake.
Leave the place. Leave the situation.
Be a good friend. That's it. Be somebody you want.
Don't let nobody say nothing about me.
Be somebody you want to be. Like, I mean, treat somebody how you want to be treated. I would say that's what you was gonna say.
It's like you gotta just start telling yourself you are aligned with like-minded individuals. You have to, because there's a lot of people out here who don't love themselves, who don't know who they are, who don't have any loyalty to themselves or no boundaries.
Yes.
And if a person don't have boundaries for themselves,
they're not gonna care about you.
They don't know who they are. They're not going to be a good friend to you.
They are not gonna care about you.
And a lot of times, good-hearted people will attract broken spirits.
Yes.
And you can't befriend them. They're not ready for that. They might have came into your life for a reason. Maybe they need to hear some encouraging words.
They'll drain you though.
Be inspired by you, but then that didn't mean that they were supposed to stay with you.
Because they will drain you.
Extra baggage onto your journey, and you don't need that.
And that too. I was gonna say, like, for instance, and if you see me hanging with a friend, like that shouldn't be a problem. I've noticed a lot of women, oh, you went out with them, but you don't go out with us. To be honest, you could literally be and what? I was finally in the space that I wanted to. Like, people have to be patient with a lot of people too. Like, I've just had a child, and if you see me out, I'm not ignoring you. I might have been in the space to enjoy myself. Like, you can't, I see a lot of people, they'll be like, you don't hang with me, and I'm like, and I've dealt with that, and I'm just like, I do apologize if you feel like I am neglecting you, but we can schedule something. Like, it's not that hard. Like, I will make time for all my friends. So I don't want any of them to feel jealous that I'm hanging out with other people. And I don't want anyone to feel like I've changed. And that's a thing too. If you haven't talked to me in a while, ain't nothing changed. Don't assume it's. I've not talked to, like you said, for friends from elementary. I went a couple years not talking to people, but I mean, I'm getting myself together. I had a child, my first kid, and if you don't talk to me, why would you assume that I don't like you? If nothing has happened between us, do not assume that anything has happened.
Insecurities.
Yes, like what? And
it's always boiled back to that.
And then I went to a get together and I've sat there like, so I'm like, what? She was like, I'm like, why I was not invited? Because I pulled up. I'm a bad person. Like, so what's going on? Because I ain't been invited and all this stuff. I come and it's like, we thought you didn't like us. And when I heard that, I'm like, and then I'm like, who? I was like, what? I'm like, dang, I wouldn't invite you. She's like, we. And I looked at her like, who is we? For one, I'm like, what? I'm like, who is we? And that's when I knew, like, people talk about people. Not saying, like, it's a bad way, but a lot of people discuss people without them even knowing. And it's like, come to me. Like, please come to me. And it's a lot of people that I feel like that about right now. It's just like, please come to me. If we haven't had any confrontation, you shouldn't feel like I feel bad about you. I be at home. Like, I do not.
That boils my blood. Oh, I can't say when somebody assumes something about me and just run with that narrative. And you don't never double check with me.
And for them to say we, I'm just like, this is crazy. So people really be talking. That really talking. But like I said, communication is a good friend characteristic. Like, even if you feel in some type of way.
Personal. Like, I think that's why I've been friends with Mia for so long. Like you said, that's probably why we got the ones that we said. We gave them a shout out. Those are the ones that understood our distance, understood our absence. They understood us times when we was quiet. Me and Mia could go about 2 or 3 years and then link up, and it would be like she would never bring it up. I would never bring it up. She know that I'm busy. I know she's busy. She's a business owner. She's a mom. I'm a mom. I got my shit going on. And it ain't never been that. It's always
right. It's a friend. If you know, you should not have to go here and then. What made you change your mind? Like, where have you been around? Who have you been around for you to feel that type of way? Like, I don't be understanding a lot of things, though. Like, I don't. And now that you said that, like, I probably don't have a lot of friends. They probably more are associates than friends. Oh, yeah, I got a lot of associates. But or it might have been like a trial run of, oh, this is who I've been close to at this time, and it's just like, oh no, we ain't close friends, but if I in town, we can hang type of thing. Like you said, like how we've been texting and going back and forth and vibing and stuff. See, but it's levels. I guess that's the thing we gotta discuss with our friends, levels.
And then that's when they get knocked off, is when you reach a certain level, when it's time to take some accountability, when it's time to talk about some grown woman shit, it's time to communicate. That's when time to address the elephant in the room.
People don't know how.
Tell me I made you feel some type of way when I did something or said something. You should feel comfortable to be like, hey, Jay, well, was you referring to me or were you talking about me? Like, I kind of felt some type of way when this subject was brought up, and and the way you said it or the way you addressed something, like, there is nothing, like, everybody's human. We're going to make mistakes in relationships just like you do with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You're going to do the same thing with a friend. You're going to rub each other the wrong way. Y'all are not going to agree. Everything ain't going to be rainbows. It ain't always just champagne.
And then you're not supposed to.
Clubs, taking pictures.
Right. You're not supposed to agree on everything. Yes.
Shit is going to happen. But how you handle it and how you come back from it
really
show you if that's your friend or not. And bitch, if you can't communicate with me and let me know when you feel some type of way, get the fuck on.
Exactly. But so, how do you feel?
For that weird shit.
How do you feel about ghosting?
Hey, what's up, Crown of Empire? It's your girl Naya. I just want to congratulate this podcast overall. This is a good thing within the community, especially with the topics that these guys take their time out to discuss and just analyze over. I really do appreciate that. I also want to congratulate Tricee on her candles. Girl, keep doing your thing. I'm very proud of you. This is only the beginning, and it goes up from here. Also, if you guys are interested in any skincare products, check me out. I have a small business called Sunkissed Skin. You can visit that at www.sunkisskedskin@bigcartel.com. As always, have a positive mind. Only allow good energy, and have a blessed day.
So, how do you feel about ghosting?
Girl, I do it all the time now. I don't know.
I was just about to say, I'm like, shit.
I was ghosted a minute. I ain't explaining nothing.
Right. Because you know what? A lot of people can't handle that either when you explain. Like, you ain't understood shit I just said. Like, you ain't understand nothing I just said. And at that point, you just like, all right, never mind, fuck it. I get this part.
This is how I decide if I'm going to ghost somebody. This is why I ghost with friends. Well, associates was never a friend. Because we didn't get to that level yet, because you did some weird shit. If I peep some weird shit, and you did something to try to make me feel some type of way, or you trying to get my attention and let me know that you're mad at me about something, you don't deserve me reaching out to you wondering what happened.
Right.
Now, if you come to me as a woman, and you text me, or call me and say, hey, I want to talk about something, and I don't never respond, and I don't, and I just block you. Now, that's the type of ghosting that's unnecessary. I ghost when I feel like you don't deserve closure, because you chose your
right.
side
You knew
already.
What you did too.
You did what you did, so stay there.
Oh, you know what I hate?
About nothing.
You know what I hate? When you cut somebody off and they reach out to other people and they be like, I don't know why they cut. You know.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
I don't like that though.
I have family members do that to me.
Yes.
Girl, when I tell you my cutoff game for the past 3 years, I have cut off a whole, I'm not going to say what side, but a whole side of the family. I'm talking about cousins since diapers.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
We were with each other every single day. I've been through hell and back with these people, and I had to cut them off. My best friend from middle school, the last day I seen her, I hugged her, told her I loved her. I ain't spoke to her since. And we talk, and it's like people talk about cutting people off so nonchalantly on social media. Yeah, I cut that bitch off. They were never nothing to begin with if you didn't mourn it. Because when I tell you, when I cut off my best friend from middle school, when I tell you I called my mama bawling like somebody died, I literally felt like my friend passed away. That's how hurt I was about having to cut her off. Because it's like I knew it the whole time, but I didn't want to, I just will overlook it because I loved her so much. And we have been through so much. But that was not your real friend if you didn't mourn. You having to cut them off. I cried about my family and my cousins having to cut them off. It's a process.
That's really yes. The cousins really
to come with me on my journey, and I had to leave y'all behind.
And then you want a lot of the time you want better for them, and I ain't gonna lie. I hate seeing people not doing better for themselves, and I love them, and it's just like I wanted better for you. Like I really. Was that
really your friend? If you didn't really mourn that shit, like that's not them girls was not your friend. If you had to cut them off and you didn't really like process that shit and cry, because it's like years. It's just like a boyfriend breaking. It's like a breakup.
I seen somebody speaking on that too.
Shit. It bothered me for days. I was in a funk because my feelings was just so hurt, bro.
I don't think
I was fucked up.
Yeah, I don't think I've had an experience where I've had to cut a friend off like that. It's a lot. I've had a situation where my friend thought that I've cut her off and she didn't want to speak to me. I ain't gonna lie, that hurt me because I haven't talked to you. Like I said, I'm a person. I don't just go like disappear, but I go to work and I come home and it'll be time where I don't speak to anyone and just like I'm working, I'm tired, I'm at home. I was a single parent for a while, and when one day I wrote her, my mom called me and told me she was pregnant, and I wrote her. I'm like, congrats. I was like, you pregnant? You like, you know how you play one friend, you know how y'all talk, and I'm like, you pregnant, girl? She wrote me like, it might have been pregnancy feelings and emotions too. She wrote back like, you ain't spoke to me all these years. Now you want to write me when I'm pregnant to be nosy, and it just threw me off. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I never thought it would come from her, and I'm just like, damn. I'm like, why? I said, why would she think that I like? It just threw me off. I ain't gonna lie, I was just like, I'm like in my head, I'm like, I didn't even the whole time. My mom just called me and told me you was pregnant. I wasn't being nosy or anything, and it's crazy because I just told her that, and she didn't remember. So it might have been a pregnancy thing. It might have been, but it like that was a situation that did hurt me. I'm like, damn, like I ain't think nothing. And you know what's crazy? When I moved out of that house, I found her son's birthday invitation under a couch, and I'm like, I've never seen this. And you know what? And that's probably why she figured, like, cause I guess she dropped it in my mailbox, but I never seen it till I moved out of the house. Like, she invited me to this boy's birthday, and I never knew. And I'm like, I felt, and that's probably a miscommunication too. And that was one of my best friends from elementary. And we not that close, but since then, cause like right before then we was taking each birthday, taking our kids. And I was wondering, and stuff like that happens too, which
if that person really mean a lot to you, like just
reach out.
Address the shit. Just say something. If she really means something to you, like if she happens between us and I don't reach out and be like, hey, what's going on? You straight? I never gave a damn. You really was just an associate.
Right.
Time. I thought you was.
I did tell her, and she don't even remember saying that to me too. I'm like, girl, you must was pregnant. You must was
like, if you
irritated.
Really care, just reach out and say something, because you can let one mishap, go and not say nothing and feel some type of way, and then it just keep building up. And I literally just had this talk with my mom and my sister, because even with them, even though I say like my sisters are my best friends, I'm not saying that we don't have our disagreements. I'm not saying that we don't argue. We don't go back and forth about shit.
Mm-hmm.
But we're honest about the shit. We say what we say to each other, and we talk about it.
Right.
And we go and we backtrack and say, hey, you know, I'm sorry with how that conversation went. I'm sorry that we address the uncomfortable situations that happen between us. A lot of people don't like addressing the uncomfortableness. It's very uncomfortable addressing something that made you feel some type of way, because that's a vulnerable state to be in.
And you grow from that too, though.
Feel some type of way.
And people don't know you.
You can't be vulnerable with them. You don't need to be friends with them no way.
Right, and people don't know you grow from that. That makes you a better person, not just a friend. That makes you a better person.
We just had this discussion, like, because I'm like, Mama, sis, I deal with hostility and and secret animosity from the world. We don't need that in our circle. I care about y'all enough to say, hey, let's at least meet once a month to talk about where we're at, how we're feeling, when it comes to our relationships with each other, what we can do better. Like, when I'm really locked in, that's the type of shit I be on. Let's discuss stuff once a month. Let's meet up and see where we are mentally.
See, maybe that's what more people need to do.
But if you show me that you're not even mature enough to communicate and to be an adult about something, I'm not going to take it there with you. Because you just, for what?
Childish.
For what? You got some shit you got to work on. You don't need no friend. You need to go be by yourself in some mountains and meditate or some shit. Go
go on a retreat.
And then maybe we can talk about it.
Go on a retreat. See, and you lucky. I wish, I grew up wanting sisters that was like close to my age. I have older brothers. They twins. And then they 7 years older. Then I have a younger sister that is 7 years under. So I didn't really have sisters around my age. And I feel like that was a thing that made me go out and have to make friends. I had to build relationships because I didn't really have people in the house at my age. So that was kind of a thing that might be why I'm good at it. At just associating and being outgoing. That might be a reason why, because I had to. Growing up, I didn't have a choice. But I mean, I had cousins too.
It's a lot of women that grow up without any siblings that really want that sisterhood.
And that's what I was going to say too. I've got to teach my daughter. I've been trying to teach my daughter how to be a good friend. And that's one thing I wanted to discuss too. Like, teach your kids. It starts young. It really starts really young on what type of person you're going to be when you get older. And a lot of women and men need to teach their kids how to be good people and good friends.
Yep.
That is very important.
We're teaching them how to be a good person, period.
Yes, that is very important. Because that's where to start off with. Because we grown now, and a lot of people were not taught how to be a good person. A lot of people were raised evil. They was, I don't want to say struggling, but that makes it hard too. Like, I'm not, that makes it hard too.
Kids envious of other kids. When you go to school and you see a kid, that's something that you don't have the parents that's present and your parents aren't present.
Kindness.
That puts some envy in your heart. And then you grow up and be an envious adult.
Right.
Like, you can't find a silver lining nowhere. So you really got to make sure you're present in your kids' life. You're teaching them just all around to be a good person. If you see a kid at school that ain't nobody playing with, go play with them. That was always my thing when I was a kid. I used to always play with the kids that didn't have nobody to play with. I never liked kids.
Or sit at their lunch table when they was alone. That's one thing I did.
With the deaf kids. Like,
yes, that's one thing I did. If I seen people alone at a table, lunch table, I'd sit over there with them or somewhere with somebody alone. Cause and then I'm a goofy person too, so I really like to enjoy myself.
That got picked on, and nobody would really talk to because they felt some type of way about me. So I always sympathized with kids who felt like outsiders because I felt like I ain't gonna
lie, I took up for a few people. Like, why are y'all like people that didn't make the basketball team or stuff like that? Like, y'all need to quit being little. Y'all need to quit. But I was gonna say, being a good friend, I would say, check on your friends. It's important to schedule that time. Like I said, I will say, I do need to get better at making more time for my friends.
Me too.
Like, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to say that's one thing I can work on.
Me too. Mia been wanting me to come to Texas for the longest. And I got 2 reasons to come now.
Yeah, I about to say outside.
I come see her. I really need to get down there, but me too. You're not alone.
Yes, I would say. Oh, another thing too about friends. I forgot about this part. When you go out with friends, now that you saying it, you need to be protective of your friends.
Absolutely.
That it's dangerous out here, and then us being in Texas, like it's bosses putting date rape drugs in employees' drinks. Like it's serious. Like when I figured, yes, working for somebody, and then we work at mental facilities. They're drugging people. Like this is absolutely like it's not safe out here. Be protective of your friends. You love that person. Yeah. Be protective. Like you have to. It's to the point you have to hold hands. Where you at? Like walking through wherever you at. Yes, y'all holding hands. It's like you gotta treat them like they your sister. And that's what I feel like. A good friend eventually turns into your sister.
Yeah, blood. Absolutely.
Yes, your mom, you will end up knowing their parents, and that's another thing too. Parents will get to asking, "Where's so and so at?" Like, if you ain't seen me with them, be quiet. Don't be asking me no questions. It's like no, but yeah, parents ask.
No, for real.
Parents will start asking. Or it's.
You know what happened?
I do need to work on saying how I feel too about my friends and the things they do. For instance, like, and if you're a good friend, tell your friend if she's struggling or something like laziness. Tell your friend to get a job, stuff like that. Like, be honest with your friend. When a lot of people don't like to be honest with their friends, they don't like to tell them what they need to be doing because like you said, a lot of people can't take that in.
Yeah, they don't like it. It's very uncomfortable.
But if you somebody
the way these
mm-hmm.
The way they set up, they will take that shit to social media and just get to going in on your ass.
You must have went and did somebody just go on social media about you? Because I'm just at this point, we about
God, they go to social media so fast. That's the day, girl. That's the day and age we living in.
Yes,
they don't discuss nothing with you.
No, see, that's the thing.
On their socials, that's where they let it all out. It's just like what?
And I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's been times where I've been a friend. I'm just not gonna speak at all. Like if I love you and I'm mad at you and stuff, like I'm not a person. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody. I ain't gonna lie. I will not talk to you before I go on the internet and do all that. Like I would just give you your space and I'm gonna take mine. Like I'm not even finna. Yes, I'm not gonna do that.
I had a few people do that to me. Absolutely. We'll have a like a conversation or something.
Did they like sneak diss you?
I feel some type of way, but I will find out from social media that I did.
Do they sneak diss you, or is it like so and so? They put your name,
no.
But
they don't put my name. Oh no, they know better.
No, but it's been times where people know who they talking about.
They're not gonna put my name, but they would reference to what happened.
Oh, okay.
And
and you'll see it. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yes, I don't.
I ain't stupid. I see it.
Right.
But you have to. But that's why a lot of women don't do it because it's like, well, if I do, I feel like she's gonna feel some type of way. Well, do it anyway because then that narrows down on who need to be in your life and who don't. If that shit backfire on you and you ain't did nothing but told that girl what she needed to hear, then she just want to be around people that make her feel comfortable.
Right. No enabling.
With her life or her goals. So let her go. If she do feel some type of way about what you say and she handles it completely wrong, let that girl go.
Yes.
Because you spoke your truth and you were being a good friend. I'm at that point. Because I said about my dating life, like, you need to be honest with men and women about what you want, who you are, and I should be able to tell you how I feel. And if we can't handle this between both of us without other people getting involved, and, like I said, going to social media, then you don't need to be in my life. No way. So if I'm telling you, okay, this is what I feel like you should do, because I feel like, you complain about this, but we can actually do better than this area. You complain about that, But I feel like you
You
can
know,
do better in that area. Take accountability, and you get mad at me.
see, this might not be for you because you're a person that said you can talk about things. But I will say, you know what? It's people that don't. It is a lot of people out there, and maybe this is why, because it's a lot of people out there that do not listen to people until they get on social media. That is a real thing.
Yeah.
Like, well, this is probably don't. I mean, it actually do go for everyone, but a lot of people don't listen to. Like, you can say a lot of things to them, and they won't. Well, I don't get on the internet and do it, but it's a lot of people that they'll tell them something over and over and over, but as soon as they make a status and say it, it's just, oh, why? Oh, now you hear what I'm saying because other people are putting their opinion on it. So a lot of people may do it that way, but like you said, you're a person that but you gotta, like I said, you gotta know your friend. Also, you gotta know your friend.
Yeah.
And if you're a person that don't do it, that you that's just what you that's your boundaries. Like, don't get that's disrespectful and insecure.
Because if I get to a point where I feel like I can play around with you, I can joke with you, because I have a distinct personality. Like, if you don't know me, you would probably take my sense of humor like offensive.
Yes, that's how I am.
Comfortable around you to really show my personality and be goofy and shit, and that's your first thing to do is to take it the wrong way and run with it, and now you want to be enemies.
Yeah.
Like, you've been wanting to be. Because I felt comfortable enough around you to talk to you about certain things or to show a certain side, and you took that shit as, oh nah, I ain't fucking with her because of this and this and that, or she tried to tell me about this and I don't like the way it's just like you were just waiting. It don't matter what I did. It don't matter. If a girl is really seriously waiting for you just to say any little thing, like, I'm not gonna kiss your ass.
Yes, you've been an enemy.
Always be cupcakes and roses. Like, we're gonna have some real ass times, and if it takes those real ass times for you to crumble, that would thank you for not wasting my time no more and getting the fuck on. Like,
they could be stopping you from elevating. A person could be in the way. I'm not.
Yeah, it's time for you to move. Clearly.
Yeah, it's
because I've never switched up. I've never changed who I was. I ain't never did none of that, and I've always tried to stay, stay neutral. And be positive and be there. But at the end of the day, you got to understand, everybody go through stuff. Everybody deal with stuff. You can't be that friend that's always needy. Well, ain't nobody ever there for me. What about the times where people needed you too, though?
Right.
You can't be selfish in friendships either. Everybody go through their own things.
Yes.
And you have to give people grace. Because I promise you, there were certain things that you was dealing with that people was understanding with you with. So now that it's your turn to be understanding, you can't do it. Everybody's selfish and only think about them. Ain't nobody ever there for me. You have to learn how to give grace as well in friendships. And if you can't give grace, like I said, you need to go sit somewhere by yourself. You don't need no friend. You don't need no man. You don't need none of that. You need to sit with yourself for a minute.
Retreat. Go get some massages.
You can't just hop in friendships and you ain't getting no inner word. It's not going to happen like that. You're going to switch friends like you switch draws.
Yes, and you're going to feel like everybody attacking you.
Calling a new female a friend every other month.
They be feeling like people are attacking them. Yes, I've seen that too. And people they talk about. That's another. We didn't even get into that one. We didn't even get into that one. Because
the ones when y'all was friends, you knew you was beefing with a girl, and as soon as y'all fell out, now they best.
No, yes. We got those. We got those too.
Now all of a sudden y'all liking each other's statuses and y'all
right.
Y'all gonna pick up to go to drink to what? Because y'all want to talk about me.
And that's fake too, because y'all better not be telling people secrets, and that's dangerous. That's kind of dangerous too, because
they absolutely are. That's why I don't even.
Yes, because you
tell nothing about me. You know nothing.
And that's the thing too, because a lot of people be like, if your friend don't never tell you nothing, be cautious or something. Hell, if I can't tell you, I'm not going to tell you everything. It's been situations where people have turned, and they will be with the enemy. No, you can't trust everybody with all your information.
Like you said, boundaries. You really got to take your time. You have to treat it like you're dating. Like,
yeah.
You have to treat that shit. Like, you have to really read Like, it's cool to get to know new people.
You gotta do background checks.
But you gotta really pay attention to the conversations that they have, the things that they talk about, the things that they discuss,
and what they do.
Sometimes them one link ups with them friends need to be the last one. You don't need to go out no more with that girl.
No more dates.
I think you cool with so and so. I don't want you hanging with her. I don't like her. Like, you can't tell me I can't hang with somebody because you don't like them.
Yes, yeah.
We ain't even at that level yet. Like, why are we even talking about her? Shouldn't we be talking about?
And that's the thing too. There are people that don't want to be friends with people that have enemies. They're friend with their enemies, and that's when you got to know who your friend is too. Because there's some people that do like that too. Like, I don't want to be friends if you gonna be with that person. But a lot of people are fake like that. They'll go back and forth. And you got to know your people. You got to know your friends. You do.
But like I said earlier, it's levels to it. Like, if we're just being cool and you can't tell me who I can and can't. Who I'm cutting off, because I don't even know you like that. I could be cutting off this girl, and the whole time you was the problem. And
I'm grown anyway.
Like, you can't do that. You really gotta, man. I'm telling you, gotta pay attention. It's possible to be our age.
So you saying we basically should treat finding friends like finding
absolutely, because it is a relationship.
A partner. I would say a partner.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I do. Yes, friendships are relationships, and like you celebrate them.
It's a very powerful thing.
And that's the thing too. I do need to work on also celebrate my friends on holidays and stuff with family too. Like, I do want to start like sending more gifts on birthdays and Christmases. Like, I do need to do better. Like, I need to, but I mean, I've been focused on myself. Like, so give me grace. Like, charge it to my heart, and I mean my mind, not my heart.
Yeah, me too. Cause I'm a good person, man. But by the way I operate, you think I want shit. It's just like, I be having so much going on. Yes. And I have friends that got me things for my birthday.
But life be lifing.
Like, don't do that, because I don't know if I'm gonna do it.
Right. If I don't know if I'm gonna get to it this year.
I don't know if I can return it. Don't give me nothing. Just shoot me that text and I'm good. You ain't got to me a text. I don't even take that to heart. Like, because I know how I am.
So are you, it's friends that, I mean, it's people out there that are mad. If a friend don't tell you happy birthday, would you be mad? I mean, on the internet. If you don't tell me happy birthday, I'm not telling you happy birthday. How do you feel about that? Is it levels to what they...
I don't care. I've never hopped on into that conversation. I really don't care about nobody telling me happy birthday, honestly.
That's what
If you do, that's even better. But I do not take it personally if I don't hear from you on my birthday.
That's another thing. A lot of girls be falling out. And I don't know how y'all be falling out on y'all friend trips. Y'all must bend in like each other and you can't go nowhere and don't know how to act or something. Because how you in your own city...
You never really knew them. Like, you were knowing girl for 2 days, and now y'all want to go to Miami.
See, no. It's a no for me.
How it didn't work.
It's a no for me. I ain't going nowhere out of town.
You didn't even know who she was for real. There's no way you could possibly have known who she was.
Right, and
that's ain't a trip with somebody
not safe. And I'm not gonna lie. I found I didn't even go anywhere. Well, okay. I was 18 and I ain't gonna lie, this is a little deep. I was 18. I had a birthday and somebody invited me because it was someone else's birthday too. And it was like, I knew them from school, but not on a day-to-day high school, like not a day-to-day. You see people at school like, oh, we got the same birthday. And you just, you kind of like, when you got the same birthday with somebody, it's a thing. Like, oh, damn, we got the same birthday. And so I got invited to a get-together. And everybody drinking. They just like, drink. And I'm probably the youngest one at this party, turning 18. I'm probably most likely was. It was just the fact that it was my birthday and it was her birthday at the same time. So this happens and I go to sleep and I wake up. Keys gone. And like, it's just, you need to know who your friends are and stuff like that. Going places like that. But I was young. I ain't gonna say what happened because it's a little deep. And I might get, as the podcast gets go on longer way, I might get that deep into my life. But right now, I'm probably not ready to express to the world what happened. But Yeah, like you gotta.
That's completely fine.
You gotta be safe and know who you hanging with. But like I said, I was young at 18, so it's different. But now, what? You can't look. You dang near gotta. No, I ain't gonna say you gotta pay, but it gotta be some type of benefit, or I gotta know to trust you, and you are a person I can learn from and be, and not have to worry about to be around me. Like I'm not gonna lie,
I'm not going out of the country, nowhere with nobody that I don't even.
We too old.
Really know or trust. Like
we too old for that.
I really know you got my back.
It ain't safe enough out here to not be trusting people. The world is getting worse, and we need people that love us around, and that wouldn't. Cause
you gotta speak it.
You
gotta ignore the dynamic that you see on social media, and when everybody's talking like you can't trust nobody, ain't nobody ever there for me, friends are all y'all weird. I refuse to repost that type of shit because I don't want to make that a part of my reality. I'm very strong in that type of stuff will draw those type of situations to me.
The tongue is strong.
Dwelling on people ain't shit, ain't no good friends, ain't nobody good.
It's never going to come to you.
And giving it energy. Why do you think that's coming into your life? Why do you think you can't find a good friend? That's all I'm talking about.
See, and I've never been a person to know new friends, none of that. I'm a social person, and I know who. And the thing is, I know how to make friends, and I know who to cut off. That's another thing too. People don't have enough. They don't. I don't know what word I'm trying to say, but people don't know how to distinguish who's a good friend and not. That's their problem. They need to figure that out internally. Like if you don't know how to pick good friends, it ain't just you. It ain't just them. You don't know how to find a good friend either. Like that has to be. You got to learn how the red flags and stuff. Because it's a lot of stuff that people, they know, they notice in the beginning, but it's just like, she cool though. No. Nope. Leave her where she at, right there. Just like you would do a dude. You see some shit. Just like how a dude to get out the car, you see his booty, his crack. That's exactly how you... That's exactly how you supposed to feel when you see a girl do something. I can't even think of no icks. What's a friend ick for you?
Absolutely.
What's a friend ick for you? I don't know if I have any. One day a girl said she ain't gonna hang with people. She ain't gonna hang with nobody unless they nails done. Somebody told me that once.
Okay, that's an ick. If you just going off the image wise, yeah, that could be an ick.
So her ick is your ick of her.
No, if you're just going off of that, like
I know that's what I'm saying. Like her ick, her not liking nails, that's an ick for you. Like, why are you worried about that type of thing?
Yeah, because why are you worried about that?
See, I've heard somebody say that. Like, if your nails,
I don't even like getting my nails done all the time. I be having shit to do, and my nails be in the way, and I like my nails long.
Yes, so judgmental. That's basically judgmental. You think you too good because your nails. No, I'm saying that was her.
Yeah, that's an ick. If you're materialistic and you only want to hang with people who make you look good.
Yeah, that could be one.
I understand that type of stuff to a certain extent because everybody has,
a preference.
Has preferences. I get it. I do draw a line with some stuff. I ain't just gonna be hanging with anybody. Like you can't just be out here dressing.
Nails is a extra though.
But like, just because she don't get her nails done, I guess no, that's not a thing.
Yes, I've heard.
Yeah, that's it. For you to be that specific and like that petty.
Yeah, I don't know.
And expecting me to do more for you than you do for me. Like you expect me to invite you to everything. You expect me to involve you in everything. You expect me to tell you everything, but you leave me in the dark about everything. You want me to choose you to be
you want to be a part of everything, but you don't want to invite people.
To be the godmother of my children, but you always choosing somebody else for those type of same things. But you feel some type of way if I did that to you.
People sound like they want to be important into too many people's lives.
Yeah. So
and don't want them to be important.
You want to be more important in my life than I am in yours. That's an ick.
I think I put sleeping behind you as an ick for me. Oh no! If I know and I see people like you see a post like I see like you stuff you say on social media could turn me away from being your friend. I'm not gonna lie. People be like, don't mind what I post. I'm just joking. No, you said it for a reason. It came to your head. Like that's how you was thinking. And a lot of people y'all take note. Listen, red flags is red flags. That's what they there for.
And you know what? And that's fine. You ain't gotta take it that serious. But to me,
right? Yes.
From the things I've dealt with in the past, I'd rather take heed to this.
And then people mad because we grow and we know that. And that's another like you're mad because I understand how this works and you don't. And that's the thing. Like, no, I know if I've seen that, I know you would do it. Ain't no joke about it.
I've been through enough when it comes to females and
friendships
to women to know where the shit is going to go. Like, and I'm still learning because I'm a nice person, you know. And if you wanna kick it and be cool, we can kick it and be cool.
Because people could change too, so it's good to like that we are growing because a lot of people can change, and that's okay. Yeah. You can leave them where they at. People outgrow each other, and you.
Yep.
I was gonna say one last thing I wanted to ask you about. How do you feel about like you have kids, right? Mm-hmm. And I was gonna say like their dad's girlfriends. Let me get into this. This is my last thing I'm talking about. We won't make it too long. For the listeners out there, y'all can take y'all time, listen to this episode. You don't have to listen to all of it at once. I was gonna say, how do you feel about because I don't know if you have BD. I don't really be in people's business like that. I'm not that type of person. But BD's girlfriends. Do you feel like y'all have to be friends? A lot of people feel like just because you're dating, like I don't really care to hang with my daughter's dad's girlfriend. Is that a thing? Like, do you feel like is that a relationship that you should have?
I mean, it's about preference. It's about personal preference. For me personally, no. No.
I don't. Some people feel like that should be like we should be able to. I don't. That's not important. Like I'm not dating you.
No, like, it's not. And, you know, a lot of people that I've seen do that, they have been in the kids' life, and we just gonna go right back to it's levels to it. Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's levels.
Because I ain't gonna lie.
To a certain point with the father of your kid's girlfriend, and she ends up turning to a wife, and she consistently cares for your kids.
Right.
Loves your kids,
see, and that come with time. I feel like that come with time.
When that bond probably happens is when you're dealing with her more than you deal with him.
I feel,
and it gets to a point where you see that she's a genuine good person and she really loves your kids like you love your kids. Right. I don't see any issue with it, but I've never got to that point for a lot of reasons.
See, and a lot of people, and this is the thing too, like people try to rush into that thing when they still want their partner. Like, so I'm just like, why do y'all want it? And to me, I feel like
touching on a whole nother nerve with me.
It's just with friends. Like, how you want to hang with me, but you want him still? That's not I feel like that's not, that's not a thing that I don't trust a lot of stuff. Like I said.
That's also manipulation.
Yes.
You want to act like you're so buddy-buddy with me, but behind my back, you're texting.
Friend, like that might be
to feel no type of way because we're supposed to be cool.
That's what I'm saying.
I read between the lines and shit. You're not about to manipulate me.
That's what I'm like.
That's manipulation.
But the thing, and then you can tell, I've seen a lot of situations. Girls want to be friends because they got kids by the same man, but y'all still want the same man, and it turns into beefing and back and forth, and I just, and then like it's a no for me. That's what I really.
I just wish I would have did it the right way. I tried. My two oldest kids are by my ex-husband. He was my high school sweetheart. We got pregnant with my 16-year-old our senior year. Right. We got married 2-3 years after we graduated. We got a house together. We had our second son, who is now 13. We had him together. He's non-existent at this point. So I have the current father of my kids now, my two youngest kids, we had 2 kids together, and he has completely just taken over my 2 oldest. Like, that's their dad. They call him their dad. He's been there for 8 years now. Yeah. With all 4 of my kids. Like, he's been consistent. And I've had some run-ins with the mother of his kids. But we're cool now, but we've had our moments. We did. Mm-hmm. And it was never like she would suggest sometimes when she would have a man, like, we should do this and we should do that. She'd be like,
not yet. That's how I feel. I feel like it comes with time, though.
I don't know.
But you could,
as long as you can drop the kids off and we can communicate, and you can call me if they need something. We're at that point. She can call me if she needs something. If they can't get a hold of him, they'll call me. Mm-hmm. I can pull up and pick them up. I can drop them off. When me and him weren't living together, I would still say, hey, can you text your BM and see if I can get the kids so they can come to their brothers and sisters today? She would let me get them. So we have relations to where we can communicate, but we're not
friends, hanging.
We didn't sleep with the same man at the same
and that's
time,
the thing. Like, why do you feel like I'm not even. That's exactly.
It's too much. And I feel like
it's forced a lot of the time.
Like as soon as you want me to have a soft spot with you, that's when you gonna fuck me over.
Yes, that's the exact point. Like, as soon as you mad, everything is going to hell. Like, everything.
It's like you trying to get me out of my zone so that you can kind of blindside
manipulate.
Me.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, that exactly, and that's exactly how I felt about. Like, I'm being friend. Like, I think it should be like you said. Time.
It's a mutual respect, and we have communication stuff. Like, we're all in a group chat together.
Right.
So anything she say to him, I see. Anything he say to her, I can see it. Her man can see it.
See, that's the good. That's good, though.
So can't nobody say, well, they said this.
Right.
And we're seeing, everybody is seeing everything.
See, more people probably need to do that.
And it's calmed a lot down because, some shit used to go, you talk a little crazy. But not everybody can see it. Everybody's calmed down. Everybody good. Everybody's respectful. And not to the point to where him and her just communicating in a group chat. Me and her man don't even talk in it no more. We just let them, but we can still see everything.
Right. I mean, but that's important too, for everybody to be on the same page.
We had to have a big blow up before we got to that point to like, okay, this is what we need to do, because at the end of the day, we love the kids, right?
Right. Now that's that's a whole another episode. We're gonna have to get into that.
That is entirely because we're gonna be out of that as well.
We're gonna have to get into that. That'll probably be the next. Look out for that one, y'all. Look out for that one.
Yeah, because that's a whole. I said you done pinched a whole nother nerve. My life a little bit too well now.
We're gonna have to get into that. And then it is one more. Male friends and platonic relationships. You believe in platonic relationships?
Yes, I have one.
See, being a male, a lot of people don't trust that, and we need to. I feel like a lot of people we need more platonic relationships. I feel like if we did, men and women would probably understand each other more.
Yeah, I definitely have one, and a lot of people do not believe that we never slept. We have slept in the same bed and nothing happened. He had spent the night at my house.
See, but that's real. Like, I've grown, like high school, middle school, high school. I have friends, male friends, that have never approached me, and I've had real conversations with them. And and it's crazy because my boyfriend, he said he said he hasn't really had any platonic relationship. He said every female that he thought was cool has approached him, and it's just like you really don't know. So he don't think that people. Well, I don't think he doesn't think. He just hasn't had the experience. But I have grew up and had the. But it might be because I grew up. I had older brothers, so I knew how a lot of guys are, or how they talk and how they hang, and because I had older brothers, so it's easier for me to have a relationship a friendship with males. I don't too much do it anymore because they do be slick. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's why I only got one. And I've had the same one for years and years and years. There's only one. Because anybody else is where they just want to be my friend. They always slide that little slick shit. I'm like, okay.
And soon as you see,
I'm uncomfortable.
yes, yep. I was gonna say that. I
don't look at you in that way at all.
If a guy tries you and y'all are friends, he like you. He won't.
Been like you. He was just waiting for the right time to shoot a shot.
Yep. So remember that red flags are red flags. With Mel,
but that's why I've been friends with him for so long, because he never did that. And when I got with the father of my kids, I kind of all that shit died down. Even though he was just a friend, we never slept together. That was still disrespectful for you to come to my house for the night.
Right.
I just didn't want to put the father of my kids in that headspace. I didn't want him ever thinking
it's more than what it is.
So out of respect for the father of my kids, I killed a lot of that out, like it stopped.
Right.
But like now, randomly, he'll FaceTime me and we'll talk on the phone, and the father of my kids will be right there, and he don't feel no type of way because of how I handled it. I never forced him to well, it's my friend, and this is how we are.
Right.
No, I understood. Like.
Mm-hmm.
But at least
it's the respect thing.
Dude that I've been texting, and then it's like, well, who is that? Oh, that's my friend. No, this is somebody that the father of my kids met right when we started talking. I told him who he was. This is the dynamic of our relationship. He's just a friend, that's all. And I'm telling you this now so that you don't feel like it's no weird shit. But you can't be friends with somebody in a relationship and then out of nowhere they come out of nowhere texting and calling your person's phone and you ain't never heard about them.
Right.
They're never gonna buy it.
Yeah, they were like, so
you really gotta approach that a certain way for your partner to be okay with that. If you're in a relationship with a platonic friendship,
yeah, that's all.
You really gotta handle that a certain type of way so that they can, respect it, but you can still be friends. But you gotta set your boundaries.
Because I would say, because men will try you too, so you gotta know, you gotta be aware, gotta be very aware.
You gotta set your boundaries.
And be aware of women that like your man too. Friends. But anyways, that is
just keep doing it. Why you keep doing it?
Cause a friendship, all this stuff
we got about 3 other episodes we need to go.
That's all I really have about friends, though.
We got about 3 episodes here that we got to keep going on. We got about part 2 and part 3 episodes.
But I do want to tell you, you're going to be in a raffle. I know if you've seen it. We put all our guest speakers are going to be in a raffle at the end of the school. I said school year. I'll be talking to my kids too much. At the end of the year.
Coming out of you.
Yes. Oh my goodness. At the end of the year, we're going to have a raffle. I really don't know if we're going to do a money pot or a gift. So we're going to probably have to figure that out so we can slowly.
I want one of your candles.
Oh, that could be thrown in there too, but I mean.
Because I already feel like I'm going to win anyway, so I'm just going to say.
I'm about to say every time you a guest too, we're going to put it in there. I probably should post that too. But yeah, thank you I love this episode. I hope our listeners enjoy. This is J. Nicole from the Dollhouse. Y'all gotta check her out too. Tell them your handles.
Okay, wait, let me remember. Okay, I am J_Nicole, and that's all of my handles. And my podcast is the Dollhouse Podcast with me, J. Nicole, and it is on Apple Podcasts. It's on Spotify. I think it's on anywhere you could listen to a podcast.
You got YouTube?
It's on,
you got YouTube? Okay, she got YouTube too, y'all. YouTube.
Oh yeah, I do. I don't post on there yet because I gotta get all my equipment and stuff. I don't know what camera's about, but yeah, I do have YouTube. It's the Dollhouse. I think that's it. It's just the Dollhouse. But yeah, I will be posting on there too more in 2024. I got a lot to do. But yeah.
Anything you have to say to the listeners about friendships? Anything else? I think we about summed it up, huh?
Like you said, just pay attention to the red flags.
Be a friend like you want to be treated.
Be the friend that you would want. Don't expect the same you from people.
Amen.
We really put our expectations high because we be expecting us from people, and then when we expect that, we get let down.
Right. Learn your friends.
Everybody is not you. Stay open with the communication. Be as transparent as possible. And if you do feel some type of way about something that happens in a friendship, address it right away. Do not let it linger. Don't let it build up, because sometimes when you let it build up, there is no coming back from some of the things that could be said and done. So if you really cherish somebody and you're friends with somebody and you really cherish your friendships, really take care of them. Take care of them. Treat it like it is your man. Because like you said, we'll do better with our man than we do with our friends, and they're just as important. Because anytime that you forget that man, give your friend the same type of grace.
And I just thought about it. I think maybe we might build our relationship so strong with our partner that I think that's why we got to build stronger relationships with our friends. We got to address everything, and that might be the factor. So yeah,
yep.
I enjoyed you on our show.
I'm so happy you had me. I had so much fun. It was just like talking to a bestie.
I did. It was fun. We had fun. We're gonna have to talk about those other topics, because when we started picking topics, you don't really know, like, what can I was like, what can we talk about? But you know what? They come up. Yes, they come up over time. So But yes, I enjoyed you coming on to my episode, and we would love to have you again.
I'm coming back.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great day. I hope everybody enjoyed the show.
Yes, we do. Come back. And y'all, let us know what you liked, what you would like, and,
speak back.
Talk to us.
Sweet.